At 35 years old, you finally became the person everyone told you to become. People respected you. People envied you. People came to you for advice. From the outside, you had won. But there was something no one could see. Every night, when the world finally went quiet, you felt like you were sitting beside a stranger. The face was familiar. The achievements were real. The money was real. The success was real. But the person staring back at you was someone you barely recognized. Back then, everything felt different. You had dreams. You had energy. You believed your life was going to mean something. You looked at successful people and thought, one day, that'll be me. So you made yourself a promise. I'll sacrifice now. I'll enjoy life later. Once I make it, everything will fall into place. Your friends invited you out. Next time, your family wanted to see you. After this project, someone who loved you needed your attention. I'll make it up to you later, but no one tells you this. Later is where dreams quietly disappear, because later becomes next week. Next week becomes next year. And before you realize it, a decade is gone. The strange part, you got everything you thought you wanted. The promotion, the salary, the lifestyle. Yet the victory felt strangely empty, because the person who achieved it wasn't the same person who dreamed about it. One day, you found an old picture of yourself, and something stood out. That younger version of you wasn't smiling because he was successful. He was smiling because he still believed, because he still had hope. For the first time in years, you asked yourself a question that wouldn't go away. Did I build this life, or did I spend 10 years running from the one I was afraid to live? That's when the truth finally hit. You weren't chasing success. You were running. Running from feeling ordinary. Running from rejection. Running from the fear that maybe you weren't enough. So you made a different decision. Not to quit. Not to throw everything away. But to rebuild yourself from the inside out. The first thing you changed wasn't your income. It was your mornings. You started keeping promises to yourself. Wake up when you said you would. Finish what you started. Do the work. Even when nobody was watching. The old version of you wanted quick results. The new version learned patience. Because real transformation isn't exciting. It's repetitive. It's uncomfortable. And most of it happens where nobody can see. No applause, no recognition. Just quiet discipline. Day after day, some days, the old life called you back. The excuses still sounded convincing. Comfort still felt familiar. But comfort had never made you stronger. It only kept you exactly where you were. 6 months passed, then a year. People started noticing something different, not because you announced your transformation, but because your actions spoke louder than your words ever could. One morning, you looked at yourself. Same face, different person. Not because you became perfect, but because for the first time in years, you trusted the person looking back at you. Maybe you lost years. Maybe you started later than everyone else. Maybe people are already far ahead. None of that decides your future. What matters is what you choose to do with the time that's still in front of you. Because the greatest tragedy isn't failure. It's spending your entire life becoming successful at a life you never truly wanted.